Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I made it off work in time. Yay. Just saying. Thank you for joining me. So if you can see and hear, please let me know if everything is good on your end. That would be great. I'll give it just a few minutes. I hope everyone is having a good week. It's been crazy busy for me. Crazy busy. And last week, so I said, okay, I'm going to have, a live stream every Thursday at 7 p.m. Well, last Thursday at 7 p.m., I was still working. So I had one of my good friends, subscribers, message me and say, hey, today's Thursday. Did you forget? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not off. So, yeah. Yep. Hello, Christy, Bob942, Creative Redundancy, how are you? P2E, nice to see you here. Yes. Hey, Miss Pat, I miss you too, lady. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah, Creative Redundancy. I have had some issues with internet, it is for sure. How are you doing, Christy? I hope you all are well over there in the Birmingham, Alabama, Tennessee area. Hello, Adam. How are you? Hello, Tower. Nice to see you all here for sure. So, it's been crazy. It's been crazy here, right? And as you can see, I'm still in Mom's house, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel for that. So I haven't had either one of my brothers come to Mom's at all, right? Hey, JIT, how are you? It is going well, Tower. It is going well. Yeah, the day is over. The work day, anyway, is over. So I was able to make it off work in time. So I work from home. Those of you that are new, I work from home. The facility that I work for is actually located in Ohio. So I work from home, and I'm here in Louisiana at my mom's trying to finalize her estate. She passed away. And I've had some ups and downs and some struggles to face lately. So I left Tennessee, and hey, Mickey Murray. Oh my goodness, it's good to see you. I left Tennessee and I came to Louisiana when my mom had her stroke, and I haven't made it back to Tennessee. Yeah. So anyway, there is a light at the end of the tunnel of being here. So my camper, the big fifth wheel that I have, it arrived last night, maybe yesterday evening, to the property in Arkansas. But can I tell you, there is a story about that. Oh my goodness. So Josh brought my camper to me. And he was on the interstate. This is no joke, y'all. And you just can't make stuff like this up. So he was on the interstate pulling my fifth wheel camper. So first of all, we had to get the connection in the back of his truck because he had a gooseneck in the back of his truck. So we had to get a conversion for the gooseneck in the back of the truck to be able to pull a fifth wheel camper. So we got that taken care of, right? He got my camper, which is huge, by the way, unblocked, got the tires changed, got the big deck that was on the front of my camper, got it pulled away, taken apart, got it hooked up, was bringing it down the interstate. And you know how sometimes when you're going on the interstate, you have these, I don't know what they call them brake checkers. Hey, Jay, how are you? They call them brake checkers. They're people that are harassing people driving down the interstate, and they try to come up beside you or maybe in front of you and put their brakes on to try to make you stop so they can rob you or something to that effect. Well, so this little car, he didn't specify what type of car, but I'm assuming since Josh drives a big diesel 350 truck, the car was really little, okay? And it was beside him on the interstate, and he would speed up and slow down and try to intimidate Josh in this big truck. So they pulled over, like they pulled right up beside him and then pulled over in front of him and put their brakes on to try to jack with Josh. That was not the right thing to do. So they got in front of him and put their brakes on, but they put their brakes on too hard, and Josh rammed them in the rear end. Okay? Yeah. Josh took out their back windshield. Okay? It was in his grill on the front of his truck. The whole windshield was in the grill. So part of their trunk was messed up, crumpled under the, that's right, Adam Kabulamo. Yes. So the thing about it is they never stopped. They never stopped. They just kept going, took off, disappeared. So, Josh is hauling this huge camper, and he pulls over to the side of the interstate. His truck, of course, is not even scratched, right? And he takes the windshield from this little car out of his brush guard bumper thing on the front of his truck, takes the windshield out of his bumper. He has glass on his toolbox in the back of the truck. Hey, common man. So he pulls over to the side of the interstate and calls the state police. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do when you have an accident. So I don't know, Jay. Anyway, he calls the state police and he tells them, he said, look, these people, yes, Bob. I told Josh, he called the state police and he told them, he said, I hit these people. I hit them in the rear end, and their windshield is in front of me in the bumper right now, but they didn't stop. They kept going. So I'm here on the side of the interstate, waiting for them to come back to let me know if they're injured, if they want to file an insurance claim or anything of that sort. And they never came back. They disappeared. So the state police told Josh, are you hurt? And Josh was like, no, I'm not hurt, Is your vehicle damaged? He said, it didn't bother my vehicle, Their vehicle's a different story. They are hurting, is what he told the state police. The state police told him, if you're not hurt, give it a few minutes. If they don't come back, we have your information, go ahead about your way. So he called me and he said, okay, why would they do that? Why would they keep going after they were rammed in the rear end by a big old truck? And, you know, not stop, just keep going. That's one thing that I told Josh, Jay. I said, either they had drugs in the car or there was a warrant for their arrest or, or, you know, they didn't have insurance or, well, it's kind of broken, Adam. Yeah, it's in a few pieces, right? It's got a pretty design on it, all that. But yeah, they didn't stop. I was like, that is crazy. And I told Josh, I said, exactly, Adam. I said, there are people that do this on purpose to try to get people to stop so they can hijack them, so they can rob them or whatever, you know. um, so 6 dislikes. Is it really 6 dislikes already? Dang it, I'm doing something right, I guess. Making some, you know what? It's probably the people that Josh hit. There's probably 6 of them in the car, and they all hit the dislike on my video. Yep, that's what it is. Yep, I bet. Anyway, so, he waited for about an hour to see if the state police were going to call him back, and they didn't. So he, got back in his truck and kept going and made it to the property and got the camper positioned and, got everything hooked up, the electricity. And I said, okay, Josh, I said, was everything, because, I have my freeze dryer in my camper. All of my computer monitors and everything was supposed to be taken down and put on the floor for safe traveling. I said, okay, I've got like 4 monitors. I've got my freeze dryer. I said, was all of that destroyed? He said, no, it's just shook up a little bit. I was like, great. Yeah, so the camper is on the Arkansas property. So it just made it there yesterday evening. And Josh came here to Mom's and spent the night. And he left out again today, headed back to Tennessee to get the next load of stuff. So, um, oh, hey, Lou, how are you? Oh, my goodness. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine being, involved in that. Josh said that my camper strained his truck. It's so big. He said, Mom, he said, that camper is big. He said, we won't be pulling it unless it's absolutely necessary, Yes, Mickey, yes. Yes. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. He's coming, Adam. He's coming. Yeah. So he headed back to Tennessee, and he's going to get his camper next and bring that. So, he's going to try to, now his camper is not nearly as big as mine. It is long, yes, but it's a bumper pull, right? So he doesn't have to have the 5th wheel attachment in the back of his truck. Um, so he's going to try to load up all of the pieces and parts to the deck that was in front of the camper. The big, I know it's in video, but I can't remember. Hey, Hidden Harvest, how are you? I'm so glad to see you here. Yes, JIT, absolutely. Did I miss, what is SOP? What does that mean? Oh, Southern Ohio prepping. Good grief. I'm sorry. I missed you. How are you? I'm still in work mode. Yes. Yes. So he's going to try to get the pieces and parts to the deck in the back of the truck and then hook up to his camper and bring it next. So that'll be coming. Yeah. And then the next thing that will come will be either the Mallard, which is the small camper that is on Josh's property in Tennessee, or the Camo camper. One of those have to come. So we've got 4 campers, Josh's tractor, the zero turn, the DR mower, my wood cook stove, all of that, the 4-wheelers, all of that has to come. So that'll be, additional trips. So, not this weekend, that starts tomorrow. Yes, Adam. Yes. I have a thing, right? Have a thing about campers. As long as I have a camper, I will never be homeless. Okay. So some women buy shoes. Well, I buy campers. Okay. Everybody has their thing. Yeah. So, and it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing because, after the breakup, if I would have depended on that person for me to have a place to live, I would be SOL, right? Well, as it is, I'm not because, I have a camper. So yeah. Um, a job selling selling the campers. It would be nice, Jay. But I'm the one buying. I can't sell them, but somebody can sell them to me. Exactly, JIT. Exactly. Holy crap. Yeah. So the I know, Lou. I know everybody's got their thing, right? Um, so I got the electricity on at the Arkansas property, right? So that's an update. Which I had power there before from my Southern Ark homestead days, as Miss Pat says, way back in the day. Um, I had I had the electricity turned on, and so now I called Arkansas, okay, to find out about getting a water meter put in at the property. And I've never, well, no, I don't think I've ever had a place that never had a water meter. So I'm going to tell y'all this, and you can tell me if they're full of crap. But so when there's no water meter, right, you have to pay to have a water meter put in. So the cost for that in Arkansas with that particular water company is $1,000 to have a new water meter put in on the property. $1,000. And if the water line, the main water line, had not been on our side of the road, it would have had to been bored under the road, like drilled underneath the road. But thankfully, that's not the case. But if it had been on the other side of the road, it would have costed an additional $1,000 to bore under the road. I've never heard of such outrageous prices before in my life, but it is what it is. It's either do that or rain catchment or a well, which is like, I don't know, 5,000. So, need to run an 18-wheeler. That is right, Miss Pat. Oh my goodness. There was electricity at your property, RV plug in installed, and somebody stripped the box. Yeah. So obviously, if I'm understanding correctly, Christy, those breakers have lead in them, maybe. That's probably why they stripped the box. But at least it's there, right? So anyway, so oh, and another thing. So at Josh's property, I've heard of needing to bore a line under the road. As for the actual cost, I have no idea. Yeah, I never. And thankfully, the water line is on our side of the road. So I didn't have to come up with that additional money just for the water meter, the initial water meter. Yep. Hey, Jeffrey, you wish you had a camper, but you're stuck with a pickup truck. Hey, you know, you deal with what you have, right? But so so in this, let me back up. So at Josh's property in Tennessee, we just had a septic system put in that property. Okay. It cost us, yes, Jay, a rural water company. Yes. So, you know, they can do what they want, right? They have a corner on the market in that little town where the Arkansas property is. So you either have to deal with them or, you know, do rain catchment or something along those lines. So we're kind of stuck, you know. But on Josh's property in Tennessee, we just paid to have a septic system put down. Cost us $5,000 for that septic system. Well, in Arkansas, believe it or not, there is no state inspection required for a septic. You don't have to have a state inspection of the septic like you do in Tennessee, right? So they don't care. Well, they care officially, right? They care about, yes, they do, Miss Pat. They care about having a septic system or not having a septic system. But the key thing is you can put your own septic system in and it doesn't have to be to code or anything like that. Hey, Patty Foot, how are you? I'm glad you came in. Yep, absolutely. I got off working time, so I'm able to do my live stream. Last week was a no-go. So they don't have to have a state inspection for the septic if you have over 10 acres. It's called a 409 exemption. If you have over 10 acres of land, you don't have to have the septic inspected by the state, which is really good. So I have 13 acres in Arkansas, so I qualified for that exemption. So I don't have to have a state inspection, although I'm still going to have a correct septic system put in on the property. It's not going to be 2 barrels and some rocks, right? It's going to be a for real septic system. So, oh, you made it to Tennessee. That is awesome, Patty. That is awesome. Yes, yes. Welcome to the South. Yep. So, I don't have to have the state inspection, and the water meter is going to go in, and that I got the exemption letter from the health department saying that I qualified for the exemption because I have over 10 acres. So I sent that to the water company, and they're going to install the water meter, and that'll be water and electric. And then I'll get a septic system installed. and then that'll be the septic. And once that's done, I'm good to go. So I will be going to the property when Josh gets back with the next load, because here's the problem, right? So the Arkansas property didn't have, I don't have a mower up there or anything at the property to cut the grass to be able to, you know, hang out there, right? So when Josh comes back, he's going to try to get the DR mower, or it probably won't be the zero turn, because he's going to have room in the back of his truck for the pieces and parts to the deck that go on the front of the camper. So he's probably going to be bringing the DR mower back when he comes with the next load. And then we can get the grass cut on the Arkansas property and be able to go and make sure that everything's good to go. Yeah, I'm excited. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. So, let's see. Josh left out today. He'll be coming back with the next load. Then the next trip to go back, Spicy is supposed to go with him and use my excursion to either pull another camper or bring a trailer to bring my wood cook stove, let's see, the wood cook stove, the tractor, the four-wheelers, things like that. Bring all that back whenever he goes back. So I'll be glad to have all of that there. Yes, Patty. Yes, Chiggers is part of the scenery. Yep. You were licensed to install drain fields, JIT. That's awesome to know. Yes, that is awesome. I'm sure Josh could probably use the help, because he's going to try to figure out how to do it on our own. Yeah, that's right, Jay. Patty. Patty, chiggers live everywhere. Yes, they do. Everywhere. Yeah. So, so hopefully I'll be able to get some footage and put up on my channel. Let me get rid of that, whatever you call him. There you go, Jay. That's right. There you go. But like I said, we're going to try to figure it out. Installing a septic that's not from a licensed contractor. So we will see how that goes. I don't know. I may end up going with a licensed contractor, just because, you know, my thought is, just because it's not required, you know, you don't have to have a state inspection. I still would like a correctly operating septic system. I think it's important. So we may end up doing that anyway. Unless, of course, Josh can figure out how to install a, I don't know, 1,000-gallon septic system and how to do all that sort of thing. Unless he can figure out how to do it, you know. Renting equipment is not that, you know, big of a deal. Getting it there, you know, doing the digging or whatever that's needed to put it, you know, in the ground or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided on that. Jeffrey could fly me back on it, back and forth on his new plane. Yes, that would be an issue because I'm scared of heights. Yeah. That's awesome, Jeffrey. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, that would be my fear, Jay. That would be my fear. Yes. So it's getting closer. And I hope that y'all, um, watch for some footage on an update on the property. I'm kind of excited to, crazy Jay. Oh, well, we have the option to continue paying the note. Josh has it financed, and the note is like dirt cheap um, for the Tennessee property. Um, so we have that option, or he can put it up for sale, and he would get, more than he gave for it because it now has uh, septic and power there, and it's been cleared. So, yeah. So it should increase the property value of that property, so we can. Yeah, rucksacks instead of campers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've got. I think I have enough campers. You know, so, and I also have on the Arkansas property the cabin that was there before. Um, so I'll be able to, use that, um, which I'm kind of excited about. It's a good saving grace for my sanity. Yes. Um, I would like to see his answer, Jay. Just saying, you know. Missing a windshield? Need one? You know, I bet I could find you one really cheap. Yeah. So I feel really good about where it's going. And a little bit closer um, to make it to the property and close out mom's estate and these. What is up with this? Ugh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I think so, Christy. We put a lot of time and a lot of money into Josh's property in Tennessee. But like I said, yes, Mickey, even if we decided to keep the property, um, there is no reason. The note, the note is so cheap, right? It is really not bad at all. And there's no reason why we can't keep the property and keep paying the note because it's not very expensive, and it would be an investment for Josh in the future. But if he decided to sell, I understand completely. Um, um, you know, exactly. So can I don't don't I have moderators? Do I need to make somebody a moderator? I don't know how to do that from in this thing. I'm using StreamYard, um, and I don't know how to do that from within StreamYard. So I'm kind of like a live stream dummy. Yeah, I think it's going to be. Um, I think the value of the property in Tennessee is improved because of the work that we put into the Tennessee property. I think if he did decide to sell it, he could make a profit and pay it off or pay off the loan or whatever and have a little extra, for going forward. Um, um, Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do that right quick because yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Y'all bear with me just a second so I can go into the YouTube thing. I can't see the chat to the so y'all bear with me just a second. Um, okay. All right. So I'm trying to figure it out, y'all, and I apologize. I apologize. So if anybody else wants to be a moderator, would you let me know, and I will enact you. Because I'm like, nerd. Is that all you can do? Is nerd? Oh my God. You know, I've been called worse by better. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Absolutely. Um. There you go, Mickey. There you go. Um. All right. All right. I think I got that straight. I mean, it hurts my feelings to be called a nerd. Just saying. I just don't know if I'll recover from that. So that's where I'm at. Um, and work has been crazy, crazy, of course, right? Um, I think they've lost their friggin' minds about the um, amount of work. But hey, it's work, so I'm not gonna complain, you know. Um, um, let's see what else. Let me tell y'all. So I got a call today. Y'all know that my daughter is pregnant. She's a prego, yes. She already has two boys. Yes, Christy. I'm just so upset about being called a nerd, you know? Yeah, anyway, whatever. That's all you got, you know? So, my daughter's prego. Her baby is due May the 1st, right? So she called me today. And yes, another grandbaby. She already has two boys, okay? She's supposed to have another boy. And she called me today and she's having contractions. So I'm like, do you have a bag packed? Because, you need to get a bag packed. She said, oh, I got the bag for the baby packed, right? But I don't have my bag packed. I said, if you're having contractions, my dear, you need to get your own bag packed. So I will be going probably in the next little bit um, to be with my daughter and stay with the boys while she goes in the hospital. Yes, she is early, Christy. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Beth. Boys are supposed to be easier to raise than girls. Well, I don't know, Jay. I only had one girl. Um, oh, happy early birthday, Adam. Yeah. Yeah. She's having little bitty small contractions, Jay. Nothing major. She's not even feeling them, right? So they're not significant. So dang it, really? Now I'm a geek. I just don't know if I can tolerate and deal with all of this abuse. Now I'm a geek. I've been a nerd and a geek. Anyway, so yeah. So I told her, go ahead and get your backpack there, sister, because you may be taking a trip. So I might need to hurry on up and get up there. Yeah. She's like, I don't know, 2.5 hours from where I am now. So I'm going to go stay with the boys. Thank you, Patty. You're so very sweet. Oh my goodness. Boys can't come home pregnant. Oh my goodness. Jay. Yeah, I only had one daughter. So Spicy and Josh are my spawns of Satan. Yep. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty excited. I know, right, Beth? The crap that I've been through in the last few months, that is just like ridiculous. That's all they got. Just saying. Yep. So hopefully things will be improving. And I can, you know, I would really love to bring some footage of an actual garden. That would be fantastic. Or some chickens, right? I miss having chickens so bad. So when I went to Spicy's for Maddie Joe's birthday, Spicy said that he ordered some Brahma chicks. Brahmas? Heck yes. So I don't know when they'll be in, but he ordered enough, and I gave him my part. So he ordered them all together in one shipment. So Brahma chicks are going to be in my future. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Yep. I know, it is the simple things in life. Yes. Let me block this user. Golly. Yes, they are graduating tonight, Adam, the Troll Academy. Yes. Yes, Brahmas are the big chickens. And they are gorgeous birds. So I'm excited. Now, I had, when I was in Tennessee and in the relationship that I was in, right, there was someone that was going to give me some chickens, and they were holding them for me until I could get to the property. I don't know that that's going to happen now, which is fine, you know. So I don't know. I think that the breakup, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Chickens are chickens. I can get chickens anywhere, you know. But I'm really excited about getting the Brahma chicks because they're coming. I'm so excited. So we're going to have to, you know, well, it'll be a while before they get big enough to have to need a run or a coop or anything like that. But in the meantime, we're going to be working on that. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. And then I would like to have some laying hens, you know, even if I have to get them as chicks and raise them, that's fine. But I'm really excited about moving forward and being settled. Getting all my stuff in one state would be fabulous. Can I tell you? I'm tired of being strung out. Yep. All my stuff in one state. So there is like a storage building on the Arkansas property. It's not big enough to make a canning shed out of. You can try a Banty, but they are psychotic. Well, Jay, so when I was a kid, I had a Banty rooster run after me, and I don't like Banties. They're not my favorite bird. I've held a grudge against Banties all this time. So Banties are not on my radar. Mm-mm. So I did talk to Josh about getting a shed that I can turn into a canning shed. I would like to have an area to do my freeze drying, to set up my freeze dryer and dehydrators and stuff like that to be able to preserve food. I think that's going to be good to do. So I'm pretty excited. But that's all plans that are coming, right? The first thing that we need to do is to get there. So, and the Brahmas, they're not necessarily an egg-laying bird. I mean, they're not known for their egg laying. They do lay eggs, but they're not prolific in laying eggs like the Rhode Island Reds or the black Australorps or whatever. The Rhode Island Red and the Australorps are my favorite egg-laying bird. After all the recent turmoil, you're in spot or location close enough to help your daughter. Yes, imagine that, Lou. Imagine that. Yes, I'm where I need to be. That is the key. That is the key. I am where I need to be. Yeah. So Christy, even when I was in Louisiana before I went to Tennessee, my chicken run had a top on it because of the owls. We had owls that would, fly down and into the coop and get the chickens. Yep. So always have a top on your yes, they did, Jeffrey. Yeah. That was calling me all kinds of ugliness. Geek and nerd. But it's okay. It's okay. That's right, Jay. That is right. So, building a coop is something that I'm looking forward to. And I'm going to try to find some laying hens that are separate from the Brahmas. So I'm pretty excited about that. I can't wait. I'm so excited about chickens. It is the simple things in life, people. The simple things. Yep. Yep, yep. So, let me see. What else? What else is going on? Oh, dang. I can't think. I can't think of anything else. I'm still working on the course for my last, and I promised this time, my last certification with my career, so that the work that I do, I actually teach the work that I do, coding. So if I get the instructor's certification, that may be an additional source of income at some point. and I may have a business channel where I teach what I do. Absolutely, Christy. Absolutely. Chickens are, they're stress relievers. Yes. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. I haven't thought about raising turkeys, Jay. You know, um, I honestly haven't thought about it. My priority has been chickens, um, egg laying chickens. I would like to do meat birds at some point. That um, I do, Adam. I do. Yes. But now my work, teaching what I do, is kind of merged into my full-time job. So, but the additional source of income would be great, and you can only do it if you have an instructor's certification. So that's what I'm going after. We'll see how it goes. I have to keep my Louisiana redneck out of it, because I can throw out a y'all, and when you're talking to, um, you know, $1 million a year providers that provide surgery, you really don't want, but they know, I will throw out a y'all in a minute. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. They can drown looking up during a thunderstorm. It's not a joke. Are you serious, Jay? Well, I haven't thought about, raising turkeys yet, but, it may be something I'll look at. Mickey, I've got letters. Miss Pat, you're so funny. It's so funny. I've got letters behind my name. I've got CPC. I've got CRC. I've got CPMA. And now I'm going to have CPCI. So those are the initials that are behind my name on my business card. That's the work that I do. But you can just call me Discover. Yep. Discover Sustainable. Country girl. That's what I am. So it's going well. It's going well. I feel better about things now that I've made the decision to go to the Arkansas property, and just get on with my life. We'll see how that goes. Of course, I'll bring you all along for everything that I screw up, right? Oh my goodness. Anyway. Yep. So, the next thing coming up, I'm going to go to my daughter's, like I said, and you only have 2 letters before your name. Me too, Adam. It's MS. Yes. Yeah. Did you hear what happened in Bryan, Texas? No, I did not hear what happened in Bryan, Texas. So I am on StreamYard. If any of you want to join me, I can put the link in the description and you can join me and we can chat. If not, it's perfectly understandable and not a problem. But I know that people that use StreamYard offer the link, so I figured I would put it out to y'all if you want to join. I owe you. Oh, that's funny, Jay. That is funny. Yes. What happened? Jeffrey Taylor. Tell us what happened in Bryan, Texas. Adam, you're so funny. Yeah. So, Adam, I know, is a ham radio operator. So I'm planning on getting my radios set up when I get to Arkansas. They are there, right? I just need to get them set up and on a tower, and then I can reach out and touch people. That'll be exciting. I did not hear that, Jeffrey. A horrific mass shooting. That is awful. But, you know, it's just things that I have to work on. Yep, yep. So I'll be out on the air again. Yep. All right, Creative Redundancy. I'm going to wrap up here too. I appreciate every one of y'all coming to hang out with me for a bit. I miss talking to people. I miss talking to my friends of like mind, you know. I don't get to do that anymore now that I'm not a member of Discord anymore. So I appreciate y'all coming to join me. And absolutely, SOP, absolutely. So I'm gonna end this live stream here, and a wild turkey will stick its head in a hog wire fence. Oh, it meant. Oh wait, sorry. Look away. If I could swing a couple of times to go over it. Holy cow, Jay! I didn't know that. I did not. Yes, Christy, I will. I will do that. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your night and a good weekend. And hopefully I'll get to put some footage up of the Arkansas property and let y'all see how much work I have to do. All right, y'all. Have a good night. And we will talk to you later. Goodbye.